Piper. He's a blue animated character from all three of the Happiness Factory movies that are online right now. He puts the bottle cap on top of the bottle in all the movies. 4 days ago, we got in on this silver beam a penguin, and he's holding up a Coca-Cola bottle in from China. Yesterday morning, we got in, and it scared the heck out of most of us. We now have Wendy. Wendy is our majorette. She's the one that leads all the happiness in all of the movies. All three of these characters are from Shanghai Expo 2011, actually. And they are smiling and greeting everyone as they're coming in, so let's find out where everyone's visiting from. Do we have anyone visiting from outside the United States? Outside the U.S.? No one from outside the U.S.? You're trying to raise her hand over. Where is she visiting from?
Brazil.
Botagem. Bem-vindos. Welcome. And ma'am, what country?
Ireland.
That's a good swim and walk. Welcome over and down from Ireland. Anyone else from outside the United States? What about, what country?
Colombia.
Buenas tardes, señoritas, señor, bienvenidos. What about outside the state of Georgia? What other states do we have in here? I saw your hand first. What state? You walked across the country from California? Aren't you tired? A little bit. You can have a seat. We got a lot of space down here. It's okay. Welcome across the country from California. Anyone else from outside the state of Georgia? Sir, what state? Welcome over that river and down from Tennessee. What state? She said that proudly. Welcome over and down from Michigan. What state?
Alabama.
Great state, Alabama. Ma'am, you have 2 very good colleges to attend to. Let the scholarships go to either one. What state?
Raleigh.
North Carolina. Welcome over and down from North Carolina. You didn't walk by yourself. Look at that. What state are you from? She said that proudly. Welcome up and over from Texas. Sir, I see your hand. What state?
Florida.
Whereabouts in Florida? Tallahassee. Where are you going to school in Tallahassee?
No.
Excellent. I graduated a Gator, so gotta be careful. Gotta be careful of your school in Tallahassee. Welcome to our Georgia residents. Welcome to everyone. My name is Gina. I'm the ambassador for this room and the next. Then I'll lead you into the hub area for your self-guided or parent-guided tour of the rest of the attraction and museum. Now, the next room is called the Happiness Factory Theater. Inside the Happiness Factory is a 6-minute animated documentary. It's going to tell you what happens when you put your change inside a Coca-Cola machine. Above my head here on the 5 screens, these are Coke by the numbers. These are fun facts about the Coca-Cola Company and our different brands. These are told in numbers. Speaking of numbers, Coca-Cola celebrated 124 years in existence on May 8th of last year. Can I get a round of applause? And for those of you who know your history, we are older than our major competition. And we thought, what better way to celebrate than to share with everyone our global artifact room. Speaking of artifacts, in this case right here, we have the oldest artifact in this room from 1896. Let's take a good look. Now, by raising your hand, it'll make it a lot easier. Can anyone take a guess as to which artifact might be the oldest? ¿Cuál es el objeto más antiguo? I see your hand. Go ahead. What's the oldest? Pants are definitely older than you. Those are from 1972, and our clue here is that the artifact is not red. I see your hand up there. Go ahead. What's the oldest? This young lady here is part of a festoon from 1927. Our clue here is that the artifact is not made out of paper. Ma'am, I see your hand. Go ahead. And she's right. It is a syrup urn here from 1896. Can I get a round of applause, this young lady, please? Well done. You're going to do very well this semester. Back in the day at a soda fountain or drugstore, you'd see one of these on the counter with a gallon's worth of syrup at the top. There'd be a soda jerk behind the bar with a glass. You'd get 1 ounce of Coca-Cola syrup, go over to another machine, get 5 ounces of fizzy water, mix it up with a spoon, and serve it for 5 cents a glass. Coca-Cola was 5 cents from 1886 all the way to 1956. Anybody here wish that Coke was still 5 cents? Times have changed quite a bit, right? Now, in 1972, for $2.98 plus proof of purchase, ma'am, you could have had your very own pair of Coca-Cola Beach Pants. Now, these are hip huggers and bell bottoms, and your black might work with this. Would you wear these today? No, she wouldn't. Would anybody else wear these today? Oh, got hands, all right. A young lady did come through our doors the week of May 24th in 2007, actually wearing a pair of those pants with a matching jacket. People took more pictures of her than anything else we had in our building. Moving from this case to this case, this painting is an original Norman Rockwell oil painting from 1931. This is called The Barefoot Boy. Coca-Cola commissioned 6 different paintings from Norman Rockwell. Right now we have 2 in the building and 1 at headquarters. They were used for different things, like the serving tray right next to it, calendars and jigsaw puzzles. But we're missing 3 of the original paintings. So when you guys go home, check your attics and basements. If you run across one of the missing Rockwell paintings, do contact the Coca-Cola company, and you guys will never have to worry about the term student loan ever. If I direct your eyes to the back wall, all the way to the right, the second poster on that wall from the door that you came in at has a Coke bottle sitting on a green platform. And it says, Open Happiness. Can we all say, Open Happiness? Open Happiness. Nicely done. This is our new ad campaign. The top features the Happiness Factory characters, and you're going to meet them in just a couple of minutes. In the center of the wall, all the way up to the top, the silver Spencerian script letters spell out the Coca-Cola Company. And if you look closely, you'll see that they're a little weather worn. That's because these letters hung outside our original corporate headquarters building from 1919 all the way to 1979. In the center of the wall, the white poster says, Helado Coca-Cola de la Vida. We received this poster from Colombia. To the left of that poster, there's a young lady holding up a Coca-Cola bottle. That is Miss Ashwarya arrived from India. This poster says, Tanda Matab Coca-Cola. She was Miss World in the 1990s. In 2009, she was in a movie with Steve Martin called The Pink Panther 2. Underneath those posters, there's a young man with an accordion. That is Morehouse College graduate Graham W. Jackson. In the 1950s, Coca-Cola started using African-American musicians in their advertising. If you look a little to the left, there are 4 football players that say, Play refreshed. In the 1950s, Coca-Cola also started using African-American athletes. We have 1 New York Giant, along with 3 Cleveland Browns players. To the left of them, the big red poster says, Live on the Coke side of life. This was situated in downtown Berlin, Germany in 2006. This was our previous ad campaign. To the left of that poster from 1933, we have a cutout of Miss Joan Crawford and leading man Clark Gable. And a lot of Atlantans love Mr. Clark Gable for what movie? Gone with the Wind. Gorgeous movie from